Look, recording's on. Oh, look at this. And he comes in right when I hit the thing and it'll go live. He's like, look, it's 5, 29, 30, 31, 32,
Just in
59,
time.
60. All right, we're here. And we're live, and this is Drone Therapy. One of them numbers. I think it's 43, maybe something like that. If not, I'll remember later on. So I'm going to go back up here to the top of the list, and I'm going to see Dave, AZ Drone Dude, was in the house for Jonathan Jackson. Glad to have you. Angie came in and said howdy. Yellow Rose Drones came in. Warren from, okay, I was talking to Rod right before we went live. Warren, if you can hear my voice, Bob was talking on his show earlier that he wants you to come on his show, which I think is a good idea. But like I was also telling Rod, I think you should come on this show too, because I can kind of warm you up for Bob's show. You know, but you should go on Bob's show too. Either one, if you feel like coming on here first and then going to Bob's show, or if you feel like going on Bob's show and then coming on here, either way, that's cool. Because I know Bob's taking a little break here very soon. So you need to get on Bob's show very soon, or you can come over here and hang out with us weird people for a little while. Anyway, okay, back over here. Angie came in, glad that she was talking to some people saying howdy, howdy. Drone Shots, Jody, good to see you. Scott Nadeau, good to see you as well. Steven Drones. And like I was saying earlier in the chat, I have a really cool squirrel rant about Ace Hardware that I already told Rod about.
Lloyd gave you a nice friendly reminder.
And that's hilarious. Leonard Oglesby, glad to have you as well. I mentioned Steven Drones, and I wanted to make sure I said it again. Randy from Mad Props Media, glad to have you in the house as well. Michael from FPV. Fly Zone FPV. They've completely converted. They're dark siders now, folks.
He helped convert me to the dark side, because I went to Ken Hoffauer Sunday.
Mikey, it used to be, what was it? Fly Zone Drones, and there was another name, Fly Zone Drone Quadcopters, right? Mm-hmm. And then I was like, dude, you really need to drop the quadcopters and just go with drones. And then now here we are. We've evolved into Fly Zone FPV. So it's like he's going to come out now.
Anyways, Mikey helped place it here when I went to his place on Sunday. Set up my FPV drone.
TJ's in the house. Lloyd's reminding me. We're going to talk about the Pocket for a little while and some other stuff, but it's hilarious.
Come on. You know you want to rant. Why not start with the rant?
Hey, Zach Key. I want to tell everybody howdy first, okay? So, Zach Key, glad to have you in the house. I'm trying to catch people that I haven't noticed, that I haven't mentioned. Arca Drone Solutions. And I was talking to him in Facebook earlier about, have y'all seen his new, hang on. I think I still got that link. Hang on a minute. He said he did it in Canva, and I was like, dude, that's a badass thumbnail. Hang on. So let me get over here. I want y'all to see this. This is I'm going to go ahead and post the link to Art's Halloween show. Halloweeny. His Halloweeny show. Copy. I heard somebody come in. You just have to wait a second. Oh, it's Ron. Okay, hang on.
Hello, gentlemen.
So I'm going to put this up here because I want y'all to check out. I'm going to share it too, but I want y'all to check out that thumbnail. That's pretty bad. Right? Hey, Caleb, what's up, buddy? Sorry, I'm going slow. Where in the hell is that thing? Here it is, right here. Check that thing out, man. That's pretty sharp, ain't it? Can y'all see that?
Mm-hmm. Arco Drone Solutions Halloween special.
Yeah, he said he did that on Canva. I like that. The whole layout's really good. That's pretty cool.
My daughter uses Canva a lot for our
Canva for the phone or the computer.
So I mean, actually, now that I look at it, it's pretty simple. So he's just that's the background with the pumpkin on it, and then he's just had this unique little. So yeah, I was still telling him when I was working on. I used a software program called Promeo, and it's made by Cyberlink, the same company that makes Photo Director and Power Director. And I haven't really gotten deep into it, but looks like it'll work. It's not so much as a pain in the ass as like I was using Hit Film to make thumbnails before. Anyway, moving on. Let me get this out of here. But I thought that was really cool. So y'all make sure Art's going to have his show Saturday.
Very nice.
So saw that link. Get over there and go ahead and sign up and ring the bell so that you'll be there on time. Let's see who else. Mikey Blades, good to see you. Glad to have you in the house.
Mikey.
Brad Austin,
Brad.
B-Rag, glad to have you. Saw you earlier. Glad to see you as well.
Back from spin up. Fresh back from spin up.
Fresh back from spin up. And now I was giving Mike hell earlier. I called him Captain Crown, and then he said, I prefer bourbon. And I said, oh, wow, great minds. Because I prefer bourbon too when I'm able to drink. But now I probably drink half a beer and be like, woo. Anyway.
Oh, boy.
So,
that means you have no liver left.
Johnny Drone Flyer. No, it's not like that. It's just I haven't drank liquor and.
Yeah, no, I know.
I couldn't even tell you.
And Johnny just closed on a house today.
Johnny just closed on I thought Johnny just built a house.
He did, but he sold a house today.
Ah, okay, that's cool. So so Pocket 3's for everybody. Thank you, Johnny. We love you.
Well, I know Johnny closed the house, but I don't know if he closed on a Pocket yet.
No. Since he got that big bonus, he's giving us all Pocket 3s. You know?
Well, we don't know how good the closing went.
Oh, now I've seen them shows on reality TV. I know he made good money. You don't get in real estate if you can't make good money.
Everybody in real estate's rich.
Yeah, there you go. Tell him, Ron. There we go.
Yeah, you make all that money on one deal and then make nothing for the next 9 months.
You buy Pocket 3 and go bankrupt?
Real, or you can write Pocket off as business expense. Do all your real estate videos.
Mike's here.
Mike Crane.
Okay, so let me go ahead because Rod pointed out I need to go ahead and get it out of my system. Here's the deal. We have, there's Angel. I saw Angel way up there. I know he's got a link and he'll be on the way soon. So,
he's on. What's that road again? He always gets stuck on
the ferry.
Okay, I thought he gets stuck on a highway too.
Well, I think he was on the ferry again today.
And that ferry goes slow, right?
Well, it's scenic, man. They can't go fast. It's scenic. Think about it. That's part of the ticket. It's tourism.
You pay extra for that. You pay extra for that slowness.
Is that the same thing as 99? Yes. See, John knows. That Big Mac I ate earlier went down funny. I don't know what it was. Brad was on the show earlier too.
And Angel says a 1 hour ferry.
A 1 hour ferry. Are you on the ferry now? Are you about ferried out?
Now, Bill, can Angel fly a drone while he's on that ferry?
No.
That's against rules and regulations.
Come on, Ron.
So it's against the ferry's rules, but not the FAA's rules.
Okay,
Yeah,
figure that out yourself.
The ferry trumps the FAA.
Here's Caleb has.
Well, they don't because it's not an actual law. It's literally just them saying you can't do it.
A rule.
So me or you who don't have a 107 license could go, oops, we're just following FAA rules, could get by with it. Caleb, on the other hand, it might do a little problem with his business.
Right.
Yeah, basically.
So he's like, but dude, okay, so here we go. We're going to get the squirrel rant out of the way early. So anyway, Ace Hardware, I had ordered I had picked up 2 humidifiers. They were kind of updated. They tested the humidity in the room and they would only come on at certain times. So it was really cool. Bought 2 of them from my local Ace Hardware. Okay, then I go and go back in because I've looked online. My wife says, let's get one more for our daughter's room. Mm-hmm. So we're going to do that. And then I'm checking on Ace Hardware. Okay, they have one at my local Ace Hardware. Okay, so I go to that Ace Hardware and they don't have it. Of course, they're saying, well, we can order it for you and we'll have it here in a few days. And I'm like, I'm really getting tired of coming. So they didn't have it. So then I go check again. Well, it turns out that the other Ace Hardware in Everett has it in stock. So I go to the other Ace Hardware, right? Okay, and then I go, well, we really wish people would call ahead of time because you can't really depend on the website. So I'm like, I tell you what, I'm going to order it. And and they said, well, we can order it and have it here in about 4 or 5 days. So I was like, I don't really want to come to the store anymore. So I said, screw all this. I'm going to go home. I got on the website and I was going to order it and have it delivered to my house. Good. They wanted $12 to ship it to my house. But wait. But get this. If I shipped it to my local Ace Hardware,
Free?
they would then, because it was over a $50 purchase, deliver it to my home. I'm like, okay, to save $12 and give the guy a little bit of extra work. Okay, I will let him bring said humidifier to my house on the said day that they set up for delivery.
Okay.
Today being Wednesday, it's my normal family day where my wife and my daughter go out and spend time together and do some things as a family. I get a phone call. I'm like, I don't really know that number. Forget it. So back on to doing the family thing. Okay, so I get home and I'm sitting home and I look at my phone and I go back through my voicemails and there's a voicemail that says, "Hi, this is Tony from your local Ace Hardware. Just wanted to let you know your humidifier is in and you can come by and pick it up whenever you want."
What happened to the free delivery?
I was like, what the fuck, man?
That's the squirrel. The free delivery was the squirrel.
So no matter, even though it was off, so I'm not going to call them. I'm going to call the local, I'm going to call the national Ace Hardware tomorrow and go, is there some kind of issue that I'm unaware of? Do y'all can't deliver or something? And of course they're going to be like, we're under. I said, okay, so can you look on my, and I'll give them, of course, I'm going to give them my information, my membership, and they'll look it up and they'll go, oh no, it should be coming today. And I'm like, no, they called yesterday and told me to come pick it up. I wanted it delivered to my home, but you all wanted $12 to deliver it to me. But for some strange reason, if I was to deliver it to the store, and because it was over a $50 purchase, you would then bring it to my home. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'll save $12 and let him waste his gas.
Right.
And so I'm just like, that's the way I'm going to put it to him. So somebody going to have to bring it to the house or they can pay to ship it to my house. So otherwise, either that or I'll get it straight from the mother company. That's the way I'm going to do it. Because I'm like, all the bullshit and everything, and I just wanted it delivered to the house to begin with. And this is what you set up. And I jumped through all your little hoops and crossed my T's and dotted my I's. You better bring it to the house. Oh, wait, what? Did y'all see this?
It's the future for Netflix. You mean I should buy it and start being a Netflix creator?
I did not
If
purchase.
they stop spending money on their cameras, they can make better shows.
Well, you keep telling us that you're going to start you and Archer are going to start the podcast.
Yeah,
Let's put it straight to Netflix.
I'm waiting to be tutelaged.
Oh, maybe we should go over to Netflix with our shows.
Oh my God. We'd get less what am I want to say? Less push than Facebook. Facebook drives everything down. But anyway, I just thought that was hilarious because I jumped through all their little hoops to just get it to the house. And now the guy calls up and says, "Oh, it's your store. You can come pick it up." Let me guess. I bet it's the delivery guy that was calling me. I walk in, he'll hand me the box and go, "What? No tip?"
No, the squirrel found the nuts and he decided he was going to stay there and have a little snack and that he wasn't going to deliver your item.
All right.
I guess the guy doesn't get paid by delivery, huh? He must be just paid hourly, whether he delivers or doesn't deliver.
Video file. Angel said he was going to walk the dogs and he would be in. I don't want to say, no, I don't want video file. I want to present a screen. And this one, I have not watched this yet. So we will watch it together.
A Pocket's gimbal camera that puts pro-grade stability and powerful imaging right in the palm of your hand.
Man, I dig that on-off switch, man.
Oh, yeah, that's the best.
With an upgraded 1-inch sensor.
The one that should have been on the Air 3.
It's perfect
sensor.
for when you want to live in the moment a little longer and savor every second.
Wait. Where's the damn pause? Okay, I'm going to say this right now. This is DJI going, "We heard you. The Air 3S will have a 1-inch sensor."
They didn't hear nothing. That was already the plan, just like with the Air 2.
The Mini 5. It'll be on the Mini 5.
Pocket 3 features an advanced microphone system that gives you immersive sound recording. It's a time to feel alive.
I'm sorry, I'm not buying the chick though.
With a quick and easy flip, get everything in frame.
You notice it don't. You notice it doesn't
Directly
rotate.
connect a pair of DJI
It
Mic
crops.
2s to capture crystal clear
Like the
audio.
Air 3.
Focus more on what you enjoy.
Ooh, it rack focuses. Ooh.
With a take it anywhere design, Pocket 3 gives anyone the power to create.
Yeah, who
Go
will do
for
that?
it.
Almost
Here,
anyone.
take my $800 toy, son.
It can fast charge
Go
from
play
0
near
to
the water.
80% in just 16 minutes. So you can stay ready for the shots that matter most. Show off your best dance moves with a 3-axis gimbal that keeps your shots stable and ultra smooth. Get unique angles
Bill
with
and I are going
features
to dance like that in a
slingshot.
few minutes.
A new face auto detect feature makes tracking effortless, letting you focus less on the camera and more on her. An additional battery handle ensures you'll have plenty of time to record it all. Even after the sun sets, the creating doesn't stop. Osmo Pocket 3 is made for any moving moment.
Movie moment. They got their tagline in there, Bill.
Well, the low light looked decent, but
I
even-
saw somebody compare it to the Hero 12 and it blew it away.
Well, of course, man, because the Hero 12 doesn't have even the sensor that the Action 4 has.
Right.
Wait. What?
Taylor Swift used the Pocket.
Wait. Taylor Swift used the Pocket 3 to record her new single. True story. Well, it could be.
Huh. Well,
I
we better
changed
get-
the maybe.
Let's get Taylor on the show next week and ask her.
So
I'm
so
not a
Bill,
football player.
There actually is one little weird thing about that screen flipping. So in order to do the vertical video, you flip the screen, but there's a tap on the screen that you have to hit apparently twice and then select for the vertical video. If you don't tap, it turns the camera off.
This is exactly what Rod told me before we went live, Stevie. Rod was like, because he was making a joke. He was like joking about it and everything. But they've made some humongous advancements over the previous model. So, I mean, it's not like you're just getting a step up like we're doing with the drones.
No incremental update alert today, Bill?
What do you think, Ron? What's your honest opinion? You've seen what?
Well, I mean, on the spreadsheet, I agree with you, Bill. But when I watched the 3 or 4 review videos today, the video quality didn't jump out. It didn't look any better than the same people reviewing the Hero 12 last week or the Action 4 last month. The video to me didn't. I wouldn't have been able to tell the difference if they told me they shot this with the latest action camera. I would have, I would have believed it.
Wait a minute.
You're a 12, so it doesn't have that big a sensor, so you're not going to notice anything unless it's a low light situation. There's going to be no difference. It's already got the 10-bit color and everything.
Yeah.
With the Pocket, you can move the gimbal on purpose, right? Like point it up and down and left and right and stuff.
Yeah, but you just can't do the true vertical like they were kind of acting like they could.
So
but did you see? Did you dig way into the specs, Bill? You could take a 1x1, say, photo or video. At that point, you could either stretch it out to a 16:9 or crop it down to a 9:16, and it could be 3K.
Oh, so the video's 3K. Okay.
The video's 3K.
It's still a crop,
one by
though,
one,
Ron.
and crop it.
It's still a crop. It's still a crop. They're not going to use the full sensor to get a vertical video or a vertical photo. It's still a crop.
Correct.
But you know what that tells me?
What?
That tells me that they could do the vertical on the Mavic 3 and get a true 4K with the crop.
Yeah.
If they're getting 3 something K with a 1-inch, you should be able to get a true 4K on the Micro Four Thirds.
Can you imagine that some bitch rocking back and forth?
Oh, no. I get enough of that when I put it 90 degrees down and the wind's blowing. It shakes around.
Okay,
well,
Gary.
Right on that note, of course, with the new frames feature coming in, if you take the Mavic 3, use the main camera, use the 9:16 frame to
you can frame it up.
What do you think resolution do you think that comes out in when you do all that, when you use frames and crops it?
It's probably around that 4K. 4K. 4K.
Okay.
It's probably around that 4K. 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 4K For sure, 4 point something K, whatever. So
Yeah.
I'm sure
now-
they could do a 4K crop 9x16 on the Mavic 3.
So I'm still just
Anyways.
gonna go Hero 12, 5.2K, crop everything in from there, and I don't need a gimbal because gyroflow.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you can see Gary here, Nemo. I've highlighted him for a reason. So Gary, if you're still here, and if not, I'm going to pester you in the chat. What did your doctor tell you today? Because this is the guy, Caleb, because I've told Caleb, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of go out of order from what I said earlier. This is a future moment here because I'd asked Caleb about doing an FPV show because even after 7 seasons of drone therapy, I still really wouldn't consider myself an FPV pilot. I'm still a camera pilot that flies an FPV drone occasionally.
Yeah, I see too.
So I've never really flown acro. I have no ability to fly acro. So I suggested with Caleb to do an FPV show, and I had also suggested to Gary because I know Gary was a part of the show as well earlier on in its inclinations. So we'll have him. Hopefully we can have him in so that they can both bounce off of each other, and plus we can bring in a little 3D printing as well. And then me, you, and Rod, whoever. Of course, Rod's going FPV as well, so we could ask questions.
Good.
Yeah, I've kind of joined the dark side.
There you go. Hey, Bill, can I make a pronouncement here?
Yes, you may. And
we have somebody in the chat here now that is in the possession of the Pocket 3 right now.
There's someone in chat. Wait a minute. Let me go back up. See, I got Mad Props, and I told him hi. We told Stevie hi, and he sold some stuff. And then Mark White's here. Does Mark White get one? Did Alex get one?
You got me. Yep. Alex visited his local Best Buy, and of course, once they saw Alex's Cardo, they sold him one of the 2 they had in stock.
Well, see, the thing about it was, Rod said he went to his local Best Buy, and they had 2 all day.
They still have 2. Last I checked about an hour ago,
they still
had 2.
That's because of that price.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, y'all told me I was crazy. I told you, no, DJ, they'll never go above that $4.99 plateau. Y'all swore up and down I was crazy.
All this proves is that DJI is crazy too, Bill.
Still crazy after all these years.
Again, I'll buy the GoPro for half the price. It's got gyroflow and 5.2K, so you'll never know the difference.
Oh, Jake Sloan got it too.
Yeah, Jake.
Well, I'm not surprised there. Have you all seen?
Go down to Alex's comment. Alex's second. It's the second to the last comment.
Wait a minute, keep scrolling.
And now it's the 4th to the last.
Wait a minute. What am I going? Who? This one? Who?
No, down about 8.
But you're highlighting just Alex. Wait a minute. Oh,
there you go.
It was on the shelf, and like a puppy, it was hollering at me, "Buy me, buy me." Was it the creator's kit, or what did? Wait a minute. What did Gary say?
I think it's creators. Mine didn't have the other one.
What did Gary say?
They only had creators.
It depends on which one you want to buy. If you want to buy just the base unit, 516, 519,
19.
519. If you want the full-blown creator kit with the new mic system, it is
669.
670.
No, when did DJI start going with these crazy price points? Whatever happened to like regular price points, like $5.99, $6.99?
They realized people would buy them.
Yeah, Alex, mine was the same way. They only had a creator.
Also, just like a puppy, you're going to realize it's not worth the hassle and need to find it a new home.
pretty much everything that I have seen from this generation, anyway, is that DJI's new action camera is kicking GoPro's ass. And here's Caleb saying, "I'll go with the GoPro 12." And I'm like, I'm missing something here because everything video quality wise I've seen, it gets its ass handed to it. I've not really seen any evidence that the 12. Now, before in previous iterations, I had seen, where GoPro was still better than DJI. This go round, I'm not seeing that at all. So Ron, I know you own both.
Yes.
What do you personally think of both? And don't give me this. they both have good points and they both have bad points. Give me an overall judgment. Which one is better and why?
Okay, I'm going to do a commercial first. I'm about to release a head-to-head video quality contest between the Hero 12 and the Action 4 at sunset on the beach with beautiful clouds. I'm walking around with them side by side. So I'm going to let the viewers of that video be the judge on who has the better video quality, at least in that context. Overall, I slightly prefer the Action 4, but I mean, you can't go wrong with either one. They're both great cameras. Again, I'll take the Action 4 by a hair. I kind of like the menu system, the interface a little bit better. It's all the what do you call it, the niceties or whatever. But
when I saw it, he almost made me lose.
If you're just shooting straight video, the GoPro's better for pictures. The GoPro wins in some situations for video quality. Sometimes the Action 4 wins. It all depends on where you're shooting.
Ron, what political office are you going to be running for in the near future?
Well, I was thinking about Speaker of the House, but they killed that. They killed that unfortunately today before I could get my name in.
I just meant that you were really being handling both sides.
This is the same argument that I've had about drones. And I was going to make it when Ron was talking about the camera quality, not seeing the difference. Cameras are at that point where in decent lighting, the difference between them is more personal preference than there's some black and white, one is better than the other one kind of thing. And that's where we're at in drones. And that's the same thing with the Mini 4. Is the Mini 4's video any better than the Mini 3's video? I guess if you want to look at it and claim it, maybe. But that would kind of be more probably personal preference.
Bill, I will throw in one thing. If you're part of the low light army, that all you care about is low light performance shooting at night, the Action 4 is the clear winner. If you're part of the low light army, I am not. I rarely ever shoot in those situations. I shoot in when it's light out.
That's the big thing now, though, Ron. You got to put a lot of poppy night footage if you really want it to get noticed. If you throw it, go ahead.
I was going to say on your sunrises, because obviously on sunrises it's dark before the sun comes up.
Right.
Which was better before the sun came up? Do you think?
I haven't used them on sunrises yet.
You should try that. You should try that test. That 30 minutes before sunrise would be an interesting test.
Yeah,
because that's also going to be when a lot of people are going to use it.
Has a little light to grab it, even in the sunset when the sun's almost all the way to the ground. As long as it has that just a little bit of that sunlight to grab, it's okay. But it really goes downhill fast as soon as the sun drops below the horizon.
Are you all seeing this camera?
Yeah, is that a new competitor to the
Caleb was the one. If you look in our private chat, you'll see that Caleb put it up there.
Okay.
Okay,
and it's advertised.
It's a 5K.
Pure Gears. Okay, but in here, and they also have, you can plug into this bastard, is a 1 terabyte card to plug into it. So, and then here you go. We'll fly down here at 5K, 50
Why in the world did they use CFS Express Type A? That's Sony instead of the Type B.
You mean
everybody else uses
for like
the Type A? The Type A cards are ungodly expensive, and the Type Bs are 3 times larger and half the price.
Rod, the cards are more money than the camera is.
Oh heavens, yes, heavens, yes.
And
On a Type A, massive,
and 50 megapixel.
You could probably buy a pallet of the cameras.
It's an inch.
It's
got an inch sensor in it, right? Is that what we're getting? An inch sensor?
Probably 2-inch with all those specs.
Well, no, 50 megapixel 5K, isn't that?
Yeah,
so it can be like 5.2.
Yeah. Hey, why did the Pocket get 5K video with that 1-inch sensor, Bill?
Something tells me it's going to overheat if they try to push it too hard.
Yeah. Good point.
And really and truthfully, and we're not up to 5K yet. Nowhere is no TV broadcast. I don't see too many channels, your regular network TVs, that broadcast in 4K. At least we don't get it in 4K out here.
You know what they always tell us, future-proof, and when 5K does come in, we'll have these hard drives full of 5K videos from years ahead.
There'll be no 5K. 8K is the next standard.
So it's got a 2-inch rear display. Oh, it's got the front panel as well. Everybody's picked up the front panel.
The advantage of the 5K is being able to crop and oversampled 4K.
Okay, and then you got 2.7 and 4K is available up to 60 frames per second. We got 1080 at 120, 720 at 240. Whatever. That's not that impressive, but I mean, for an entry level, and you get 5K at 30 frames a second, it's got Wi-Fi, it's got remote control, and it's $80.
Where can this be purchased at, Bill?
Good question.
I mean, the Per Gear website.
Oh, the Per Gear website. Let me see. There's a link up
website.
Here. Let's see where this takes us right here.
At least I don't have to go to Bangor.
Here we go. The Per Gear website, just like the man said. I will copy a link and I will bring it into the said chatty.
Do you have to pay them in cash or something?
Are not showing the sensor size under their specifications.
So we think could it be what kind of quad bay is going to give you 50 though?
They're exaggerating. It's probably 12 meg quad bay, which is
48. Yeah.
They are a camera company. Maybe they just had a bunch of lenses sitting around.
Well,
and they were like, you know what? This is a big hit right now.
They rounded up.
It could be a but it could also still be a 1-inch sensor because they've been around for a while. But $80, man. Let's see. Here we got built-in Wi-Fi.
Worth a try, Bill.
Built-in Wi-Fi, waterproof to 98 feet with the protective case. Thank you. It's got advanced video stable with EIS, electronic anti-shake, compatible with the Quick app. Who is Quick? Quick.
The Quick. Oh, is it that's GoPro's app, the Quick app?
Oh, wow.
It works with how did they get to work with GoPro's priority app?
Exactly. How's that? Wait a minute, is GoPro maybe GoPro owns this company and we just don't realize it.
Or maybe Quick actually owns GoPro and this company.
That could be possible.
Hey, Nemo in the chat says Wish has them also. You know that one of those websites, Wish, where you get a kind of a
okay. Now I'm going to come back over here for a minute, catch up. I'm sorry. I know I was often.
Well, you got Bill. You were riding high in that 5K.
Internet land. I'm going to catch you. I'm going to go. Hot Rod and Daytona. Sup? Dang.
Warren said that could have a full frame sensor.
Hey, Bob, what's up? I'm trying to catch up. Ron. Okay, I remember doing this. Okay, I can remember this. That was the last thing pretty much I showed. I shooting 5K and the GoPro and then downscale to 4K. That makes sense.
You do realize that all electronic junk gets shipped to China to be taken apart. So maybe that's where they're getting their parts from.
Hey,
like
Gary,
$80.
Is Gary still here? Did Gary leave?
No,
Bill, you can show my new printer. Oh, you're going to come on next week?
He's got a new printer?
He says he's got a new printer. Wait a minute. Caleb and Caleb has something that I'm going to let him take over for a minute because he had something. We've been talking about the Pocket and stuff like that, but he had something really cool that he wanted to share, and I have been jabbering for like 20 minutes. So, Caleb. Now he's just like,
what's that?
Remember you said you had something nice that.
Oh, yeah. I lost the link because I shared that other link. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. So, but what did the doctor give you something favorable? Could you come on next Wednesday? Oh, you want to take it from there? Okay.
Yeah, that's fun. Is that a GEPREC?
I got it.
Oh, the
very
Cine
cool.
Log 20.
Oh, this is the one. Yeah, I remember this. I
like those.
Yes,
it's got the 03 on there too, huh?
Yeah, it's got the 03 on it, and it now works, and it's connected to my goggles.
That's a fun little drone to fly. You should have a lot of fun.
And my Radio Master Zorro.
All right, here we go. Ready? This is what you're writing. This is what I'm showing, right?
Yeah, we just did a quick proposal video for somebody out here. You might want to turn the sound off.
Oh.
That is definitely a monetized song.
Okay, so explain to us where we're at and what's going on.
This is the Haybrook Lookout, kind of by index. It's on the way over the pass. If you're going from Western Washington to Eastern Washington, it's just a fire lookout. And this couple, or really the husband now, or I should say fiance now, I guess, asked us to make a little proposal video for them. And she didn't know anything about it, so it was fun. She showed up, and we were like, "Oh, hey, we're just doing some photography. Is it okay if we film you?" That was fun.
Whose dog is that?
It loses. It's theirs.
Yeah.
Loses a little bit without the music, I guess, but they asked for a licensed song, so we had to go license it.
Oh no, it's all good. It's all good. But now you can, you get the idea of where it's at. You can see the mountains in the background, and like, yes, folks,
Epic shots there.
we can take pictures of cool shit. We just don't always do it.
How high was that fire tower, Caleb?
But
I don't know, like 100, 150 somewhere.
Okay, yeah.
Probably not even that tall. I don't know.
Okay.
I only know how high up drones are.
So way under the legal limit, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look at those power lines to your left there.
look at them mountains in the background there. When she's like, "No." Oh, there we go.
Definitely some power lines.
That's cool.
And you can rent the top spot as like a
room up there, yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
If you can actually make it up, if you can actually got enough steam to walk up there.
Only problem is with people our age. So they'd be like, "Hey, where's Bill? Where's Bill? Help! I'm hanging on the edge. I was drunk and I fell off."
Or if we do make it up, they better have cots up there.
Yeah, or very good facilities. No bathrooms at the bottom of the steps. What?
There's lots of lookout towers. I have no idea if they
Hey, look, there's the ring.
have done movies there or not.
How close were you to them when you were shooting that? Like real close?
Did it with the phone? Did it with the phone?
So,
what kind of phone?
The
Which
one on the
phone
left is somebody else.
Yeah,
that
but
gave us the video.
Yeah,
Okay,
cool.
gotcha.
I think his was an iPhone 13, 14.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah,
what
cool.
were you flying there, Caleb?
It spliced together good.
This was the Mavic 3 Pro.
Mavic 3 Pro. And you were on the 4/3 lens, or were you on that 3x Tele?
I think this is all just the 4/3.
Okay.
I was not actually flying most of this, so I don't know completely.
That's awesome.
Gotcha. Yeah, awesome little
cool
thing. I should do that next time I get married.
Yeah, it's fun.
Nobody laughed on that one. I'm too old to get married again.
No.
Wait a minute,
You can
what?
actually
What?
hear them in the video saying, "Oh God, I better not drop the ring" when they were up there. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, don't drop that ring.
Wait a minute. Okay, now I know I was showing that video and I was watching that video on the other page. Gary, what did you say about next week? Did I miss all that again? I know I've missed a shitload and y'all are talking and
Let's see here. No, the pick
I wish them a full frame sensor. Oh, Warren. Don't forget, you can go on Bob's show, but you can also come on here for a warm-up if you would like to. Okay. But don't forget.
Nemo's saying you filmed someone's death sentence. I guess Nemo's not a fan of marriage.
No, you sent me a pic. What pic you sent me? Oh, the one the other day? Is that what you're talking about? The one the other day that we're making fun of? Where is that?
How about Warren? Oh my God! It's literally downhill for them, from here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me share that bad boy. That is pretty badass. I got Here you go. Caleb, do you do any 3D printing?
Not right now. I want to do more.
How about that bad boy?
Dang, that is a big
Gigantic
nerd.
in size.
Objects in mirror may be larger or closer than they appear.
There was one a while ago. I don't remember if it was one of the Enders or not, where you could literally just build a bigger print bed and then build out bigger arms and tracks, and it could just go as big as you scaled it to, basically.
Yeah.
You realize Relativity Space 3D printed 80% of their
You can
rock
rent the
that they
boom boom
sent
room.
up earlier this year. Fuselage and all.
Well, see, the sad thing about Washington State,
That's a gigantic 3D printer.
the sad thing about Washington State is there's like all kinds of fees and shit in order to film here. And then there's the, like Caleb mentions many times, the film group or whatever. What is it, Caleb? The one that basically you have to go talk to them about getting permits and stuff to shoot and film. And
Oh, for Seattle. The City of Seattle Master Film Permit people. The Office of Economic Development. I've got one of their things right here.
Oh, yeah, okay. But
they are trying to make it easier. They're working really hard to do so. There weren't any incentives, which was actually the bigger issue back in the past. Basically, you could go up and film in Vancouver and get half of your stuff written off, or you could film in Seattle and pay for everything yourself.
Oh, boy.
So nobody would want to come here. And they are making things a lot easier. It's actually really easy now to get one of these permits for Seattle. If anybody ever needed to, talk to me, and I can probably get it done in like a day or two. So they are making that part a lot easier. And they went from like 2 million to 15 million in incentives. So they're working on it.
Huh. But anyway, see this Warren, what Warren said, say big enough to print a fembot. And that's exactly what I told Gary in our chat. I was like, oh, well, we can replace women now.
Everything is printed in parts.
As
long as you can make the biggest part, you're fine. What was I just about to say? I am actually, so we're doing a bunch of stuff with that maker shop that's attached to the Edmonds Community College. We're actually going out there to film with ghost drones and stuff. But so we started doing our first classes and our first clubs there, and there's been a lot of interest in kind of off-the-shelf ideas and stuff like that.
It's a Deadpool shirt.
One of the things, for instance, is we're talking about, instead of using the traditional flight controllers, getting a bunch of Raspberry Pis and doing it that way, because flight controllers are really expensive right now. So we might actually have some interesting stuff to talk about with 3D printing and some custom R&D stuff here before too long.
But yes, this is a drone pool shirt. And I actually have Crocs, and I wore it today. I was the off-duty Deadpool, you know, when he's at home and he's just got like his leisurely stuff on, and he's like, you see him and he's got the top on and he's got his Crocs on, but they're not blue, they're camo because they're the new Crocs. This is like Deadpool 5.
That's Bill's outfit when he's waiting for dehumidifiers to arrive.
I like food too much, bro. And I don't know. I don't like going to the gym. It would be different if like I could go and there would be like only like 10 people that go to this gym, and I know all of them and I'm friends with all of them, because there's always a few people in the gym that are really, really cool and really, really helpful. But then there's always the ones in the gym that literally live in the gym and they're like, oh, what are you doing here? You're not serious about the craft. You should not be wasting time. So, you know, and I'm just.
And he prejudges you walk in the door, right? You didn't even
exactly. They go, look at your gym bag. You call that a gym bag? But you know, that's what I'm saying.
You're getting a lot of comments on that shirt, Bill.
It does. It does look like a chicken. It looks like it. What is that called? What is it called? Shit, when you do it that way, cockspatch.
Yeah,
cockspatch.
No, you should wear that shirt to the gym.
Wait a minute. When I see them old ladies at Planet Fitness run miles, I'm like, I got this. Oh, that's because the check bounced last week, John. You drug it out of me. You drug it out of me, man. You made me admit that the show's in danger. We're not selling any merchandise.
You mean our show checks?
Yeah, Rent. I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to tell your landlord it's just not gonna happen this month. I don't know. Rent a Bentley. Drive up to the gym.
Does that mean you're going chapter 11 or chapter 7?
Both.
Both.
No, I'm just telling you the checks are no good and praying to just keep showing up every week. The only problem is here, if you were to do that here, you'd come back and the car would look like Swiss cheese. Yeah, and plus there'd be like 50 million key marks down the side of it. Especially, oh, wait a minute.
And a
He's
few
faking
needles
it.
stuck into the tires.
Or they're just gone.
Or they're just gone.
Yes, I was telling you, if you're going to be here next
Literally
week,
happened to me once.
they've all
Are you
already
didn't tell
signed.
Nemo about the show checks?
Yeah, checks bouncing. But no, yeah. See, they've all foregone their money next week to have your mock money ready for your check next week. Your drone therapy dollars, man. Your drone therapy
Just
dollars.
Monopoly money anyway. So
Exactly,
whatever.
it's all Monopoly money. Oh God. Oh, okay.
Well, we should give away Drone Nation reward points instead of cash.
Oh, you all are gonna give away Drone Nation reward points. Did y'all hear that? You heard it here first. They're starting a new shopping group on Drone Nation, at which when you buy 4,643 products, you will earn 2 Drone Nation points.
The gift cards. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we looked at the Pocket. We talked about the Pocket, but there's not really anything going on besides the Pocket.
I got the OG Pocket still handy here. I'm trying to get the last bit of life out of the OG.
What do you mean? Mine's still fine. I have the OG.
Mine's in great shape.
I have the 2G.
Oh, in fact, if anybody would like to purchase a Pocket 2, just hit me up on the social medias.
Oh yeah, so because Ron wants to get a discount on his Pocket.
I want to go the upgrade route. I tell you, DJI needs to get. They always claim they're like Apple. They need the Apple's upgrade programs. They can just get a new Pocket every year.
You looking at that link I sent you, Bill?
I'm right now. I'm looking at the one that Caleb sent.
Oh, gotcha.
But I will get yours. I promise. I'm gonna rack it up right now. I'm looking at it right now.
Mine is what I've been doing this week.
Oh,
Is this your channel, Rod?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
We should fly around together and lift off sometime. It's my favorite.
I just started on Sunday, so that video is like day 2 of me flying around. It's actually for just messing around or just getting started and really flying.
Are you in a simulator ride?
Yeah, that's a sim.
And you're in full acro.
In full acro. Notice top left corner. It says acro.
Okay.
Turn off that fisheye, though. It is killing me.
I have a 5K screen, so yeah, OBS and recording and yeah.
That tune doesn't sound like true to life, man. Because to me, it sounds like you're pushing the shit out of those motors.
I mean, it might be. I don't know which one he's flying. Depending on what drone
that
you've
one
got,
was
right, you
kind
can-
of their standard 4-inch that they default when they throw out at you.
Because
I was just happy that I wasn't crashing like every 10
Oh, no, yeah,
seconds.
you're doing a great job. Much better than I would be doing. I'd already flipped over and
And like I
crashed 4 or
said, this
5
is
times.
like two days in, and I'm
Are you using a controller?
yeah, my my Zorro, Radio
Okay.
Master Zorro,
And you're wired in or what?
wired USB-C.
Okay.
soon you'll get like me. When I take off,
Oh,
I
you
immediately
kissed it, didn't you?
jump up and I dive and do a 180 and fly through the second.
Yeah, I'm not really a flippy floppy kind of guy.
Oh, wait till you do your first Matty flip.
No, I don't think I'll be doing Matty flips.
It's
Kind of
not
not my
that big a
thing.
deal, though. Let me get back over here. Sorry, I was looking at the
Anyways,
video.
Matty
can-
flips and Rubik's cubes and stuff are kind of boring though to actually do. I mean, it's
and
more
here's
fun to
liftoff
actually
for you.
fly and
God,
smoothly-
God mode. You don't actually crash when you run into things.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh.
Later on, I actually make it through the excavator. So, practicing some quasi dives,
That
whatever you
looks
want to call
good.
it.
Looks good.
Like I said, this was like day 2. This is not bad for like just learning acro. Is this where I went through? Yeah, maybe this is the one I went through. Yeah, I went through that one. So,
What's Mike saying something about it? Okay.
not
then
bad
you go
for
try any of the
not
actual
bad.
races, and you're like, oh my
Oh,
god, I
look,
still
what's
suck.
this? This is
Yeah,
gonna look,
I know.
This is gonna look cool.
I'd be terrible. I'd be terrible in the races.
Hey,
I
Ray.
know I would.
How you doing, Ray? How you doing, Ray?
Caleb, I'm just trying to learn how to fly and keep the thing in the air and maneuver around things with like not flying into the middle of things.
Yeah.
So this is okay. This is a pretty good start. Like I said, day 2.
I mean, I still can't even do like 2 consistent laps under
Oh,
all
he
those
finally
gates.
finished walking the
It's
dog.
crazy.
He finished walking a dog.
He made it through that time.
Yep, made it through that time. So,
Oh, there he
Yeah.
is. Ride that.
You don't have to
angel
play
wave
the
there.
whole. You don't have to play the whole thing, Bill.
We're bullshitting. Keep going. People are laughing and talking in the chat.
I think liftoff was before DRL, wasn't it?
I had DRL before, and I went through their little training thing, and eventually they get you to a point where you're like in this, I don't know, indoor soccer field thing, and they want you to race around in squares. I could never do it, and so because my drone wasn't working, I just kind of gave up. So Sunday I went over to Ken Here's place because he lives about an hour north of me, and took all my stuff up, and he helped me get it all set up with a little help from Mikey from Lyzone as well.
Okay.
Cool.
And we got Express LRS that are all updated, and then it was mostly updating the Radio Master. The drone didn't really need much of an update.
Yeah, they do pretty well about getting them sent off well nowadays.
Free rider. Nobody's playing a simulator, Andrew. We're just showing a video. Rod.
Yeah,
posted
it's on
his
my
channel.
channel. I've posted a couple of them. One was from day 1. This was from like day 2.
Okay, so I'm gonna drop this. I want to ask Caleb, and I had brought this up earlier. Why have you looked at the Action Force specs and compared them to GoPro, or is it just your GoPro like somebody else's Android over iOS?
When they first came out, I saw a few videos and I basically just couldn't see a difference. And so then automatically I would go with the one that I know better.
Yeah.
And the other part of it is GoPro added that natural color profile, which was sort of toned down. That was a little closer to DJI's versus being the typical GoPro vivid poppy kind of colors.
Yeah, I liked the color on the 12 a lot.
Yeah, I mean the vivid color is turned off by default out of the box, I believe, this time.
So it's probably on the natural on 12 than out of the box.
I did see somebody that was saying in chat that the GoPro works better for FPV, which is generally that's all I use it for. So
Yeah,
that would make sense. But I haven't really seen any reviews comparing them on FPV, so I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't seen that either. The Hero 12 added HDR for the first time on the video.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the fact that it has the HDR and the 10-bit really, I mean, that makes a big deal. I think the DJI does too, doesn't it?
And then DJI dropped the HDR.
10-bit, but only when you're in D-Log.
My X3 has HDR on it. Love my Insta360.
Right.
Yeah, those are actually pretty cool. The other thing is that I just kind of feel like if the DJI one was that much better than the GoPro, I would have heard about it. Because we're kind of like Rod was saying, we're at that point where basically when they release at the same time, they're going to be basically the same.
I mean, you can't go wrong with either one. They're both good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a flip a coin. It's personal choice more than some clear difference between them. I mean, it's like cell phones, right?
Yeah.
You
So
know,
you're going
Mr.
into the mountains this weekend, Angel?
No, this past weekend.
Oh, did you go into the mountains this past weekend?
Yeah. Do you want to see 2 photos? I caught 2 good ones.
Oh, so something first I want to say. If you didn't notice already, you can now have motion backgrounds on.
Oh, look at you, man.
And
Very
if
good.
you, and Rod was like, he's like, okay, I see stars, and I was like, no, they're not really stars. They're actually miniature drone therapy symbols flying.
Ah, okay.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't notice that.
And then I have
So,
another
Angel,
one too.
what sort of bait did you use on the hook to catch those photos? Since you said you caught the
Well,
photos.
I drove. Let's talk about this real quick. I drove out. So the peak of the meteor shower was at 5:35 in the morning, and so I left my house at 3:30 in the morning to drive up to. Sunrise is currently closed at Mount Rainier. You can hike up. So I went to Tipso Lake and drove out there, and I did a little Google map search to figure the best place I could park to get a straight shot of the mountain. I couldn't see anything 10 feet in front of my face. It was really dark up there.
Wow.
And I set the camera up, and then I got this guy here. So I'm gonna let me do this here. It was pretty awesome. Okay, one sec. Window here. Okay, so this is one. I ran it through Lightroom just to take the denoise out and make it vivid color. I didn't do anything else with it. So here's one shot. And okay, so if you look over here, I don't know, let me zoom in a little. You can kind of see like right around here.
I see the comment. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was pretty sweet. Yeah, so there was, I mean, as you can see, a lot of stars out there. There's a satellite right here, but a lot of stars out. It was pitch black out there. You couldn't see shit. So when this car came, I was like, oh, great, I can find a little bit of light. You don't want to be a dick out there flashing your lights all over the place. And then I have one more, which was here when a car was driving by. The best one came out when a car was driving by. I was afraid that I didn't capture it, but I did. Let me share this one here.
You captured the car? What'd you use?
The car's in the shot. I was doing 10-second exposures. So I was doing 10-second exposures. The car drove by. But as you can see to the right over here, and this one people exhaled when it shot because it looked like it shot like a half a mile away in front of our face. It like flew across and was like very bright, and I was like, oh my god. But as you can see, the mountain is looking pretty good here, even though it's pitch black outside.
Now, what were you capturing these images with, Angel?
Sony A7C.
Is that the full frame?
Yes, full frame with a Samyang lens, 14 millimeter, 2.8.
And what was the price tag on just the body alone?
I got it on sale because they have the A7C2 now. So I bought it right before I bought it like I think it ends up being it was like $1,400 for the body.
It was probably less than the lens cost, Bill.
Oh, how much did the lens
cost? No, this wide angle lens only costs I think it was $180.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
And what did you say the aperture was on there?
It's a 2.8.
2.8, okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. It was like 10-second exposure.
Lens.
Yeah, and I kept playing with it. I kept playing with the shots. So this is like the third time I went to go, maybe the fifth time I went to go shoot the stars. The first time, the infinity ring was too far. So everything was out of focus. And then one time, you have to play with your settings before you go out.
You manual focused, of course, right?
I wasn't sure where it was going because I heard him play with something and in settings. Okay, settings.
No, but if you try to do it in the dark, you can't really look. It's hard. It's too hard.
See, now he was doing it in the dark.
It's too hard, guys. It's too hard.
Yeah.
But
don't do it in the dark.
Yeah, the thing is that when you get out there, if you know where you kind of like, I shot it in the backyard here to get practice, to kind of focus. And then I was like, oh, this is awesome. And yeah, I went out, like I said, I was by myself. I was out there for 3 hours. I captured the sunrise. I captured the sunset. I captured basically the stars. But y'all want to see a quick video real quick? It came out I didn't upload it to YouTube.
Hang on, just a split second. Ron, did you need to say your adieus?
Yeah, thank you, Bill. I have to get up tomorrow early. I'm going away for the weekend, so I'm going to do some packing and then go to sleep a little early. Sorry, Angel, you posted on your channel, and I'll catch it there.
Wow, I really like that
Well,
shirt
I'm
you
not
got.
on Facebook right now, so.
Well, no,
You
YouTube.
want to watch 50 seconds? 50 seconds.
Your YouTube channel's still good, right?
Yeah, but I haven't uploaded yet. But you want to watch a quick 50-second video?
And I want to say,
I'm going to say my good night, folks. Good night, everybody in the chat. Thanks for joining us. Everyone paddle. And as soon as Angel's video finishes rolling, I will leave.
And I want to say one more thing before he starts rolling. I really like the shirt you have on, Ron. It looks really, really cool. I like that shirt, Ron. It's a cool shirt. I like Ron's shirt. Don't y'all like Ron's shirt? Ron's shirt looks really cool.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Angel.
Go
All right, one sec. Here we go. We're going to put it up right here. So I don't have any music to it. Right now. But
okay. We don't want to get
this is multiple compilations. I did GoPro footage, iPhone, and the Sony. So here we go.
Okay.
Ready?
Triple shot.
So here's going through Seattle. Time warp on the GoPro.
Okay, nice.
Now we're going to be at the mountains. We could watch the stars move here.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm in a dead show. Oh wow.
And then the time lapse is the exposure is too bright, but I got my 2 meteor shots in here. And then I did 4 shots throughout just to kind of show a little bit of different thing. But we got to watch the sunset. So I was out there by myself till about 30 minutes before sunrise, and then 5 people joined me to watch the sun come up.
Cool.
And there's the sun coming up on the mountain.
Very nice.
2,083 photos.
Wow. A good. Yeah, don't call me when you need help editing all those.
So yeah, it was great. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. No worries. All right, well, have a good night, Ron.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. It was awesome. I had a blast doing it.
You're muted.
Oh, Bill's muted?
I can't hear.
Would you like me to redo my Ace Hardware rant?
I heard you.
No.
I was listening.
Okay, but now we need to get your opinion on the Pocket 3.
Well, that's the little one, right?
The new one that just came out. The one.
Well, I mean,
like this.
I got to be honest, guys. I'm not gonna.
You're not a
do
gimbal
it
guy
because
you're not a gimbal camera guy.
Well, I'm not gonna do it because I think I have young children. I have too many devices that I barely use anyway.
Angel.
So.
I told Bill something. So I was thinking about it because I saw it at my Best Buy, and I'm like, a couple of things that I kind of want to do, but it's like, I can use my X3. But I picked my daughter up from school today, and so I asked her about it, and she looked at me and simply went, "Why?" Yeah, she had it right. That was her way. That was her way of saying, "What would you do with it?" Kind of thing.
Yeah. That's the thing is I feel like,
why? Why do you need it? Yeah, you're right.
I shot the photos with the Sony. I brought the GoPro with me in the car. We got the iPhone. I'm like, I got a drone. How many more devices do we need?
Yeah, get rid of the GoPro. Get an Insta 360 X3.
Okay,
I think that would probably be the thing that I would want just to get different viewpoints. But yeah,
you want a 360 now? Is that what you're saying? I have no desire for it.
I have the 360.
I have no desire for a 360. I don't know why. It's not.
You know what the beauty of the 360 is? Especially, even in the case of where you're vlogging, you don't have to worry about where the hell you're pointing the damn camera. You can worry about that afterwards. You don't have to worry about positioning or none of that crap. Just stick it out there and do your thing.
To be completely honest, I don't need any of my drones. All of them are hobby based. I have them for hobbies. These are pretty much all hobby based. So it's not like Mike was saying, he's like, I can't say $700 for things I do. You know, I totally get that. I'm just saying, you know, this new camera is a huge upgrade from this one, a huge upgrade. So it's not like I was talking about with Ron. It's not incremental like we were talking about the drones are now. It's like a tiny step up, a tiny step up.
You want low light? You can go get the Insta360 1-inch. Yeah, that 1-inch. That 1-inch is about the same price.
But
Well,
you're
it's a
going to
little
be
more.
using
It's like 700 and something.
But you're going to be using EIS as opposed to an actual gimbal, right?
Sure.
So, yeah.
It doesn't really matter because it's 360 video.
Yeah, you can say that. My wife wouldn't call it likes. Bills do not. I mean, I wouldn't mind owning an Avata, but I don't have one. You know.
Yeah, Alex, you're right. They're due to come out with something else.
They teased us with so much potential, and as of yet, I'm just not.
You know what the other beauty of the X3 is in particular? The battery life on that thing compared to the GoPro or anything else is forever.
I'm reading the private chat code.
Let's talk afterwards.
By the way, Rob, you earlier where you were saying that like cell phones, they all come out the same. That's why I tried the iPhone though, is because these days they're not all the same. Make that with your Android.
That is software versus the hardware of the camera. The hardware of the cameras
the LiDAR is pretty cool.
Are pretty close. That's the computational stuff, right? So
LiDAR is not just software.
Well, that is true.
Yeah,
then again, is it really useful as LiDAR? No. Not for any professional case whatsoever.
Too bad X Dynamics had, is it?
Because here's an example where they say it's always better to ask for forgiveness than permission. I'm like, I don't know about that. Or you can do like what me and my wife do. It's just like if there's a holiday or an event that you can't think of what you want, you'd be like, I'll just catch it up later.
Yeah, I don't think
you just bank it for credit for another day.
I don't think the forgiveness versus permission thing works when they can divorce you.
And I couldn't buy the $2,500 camera.
If the thing about it is if she's going to divorce you,
I'd go buy the $4,000 camera.
Oh, no.
I'm one of those people. When I jump in and I go buy something, I go buy the good shit. I don't buy the low end shit because the good stuff lasts a long time.
Yep.
You get what you pay for the most part.
No, I totally get what you're saying, dude. But I know how, because I've been, you know, after being married for a while, I know that the forgiveness is much harder than the permission. If you just tell her bluntly, "Hey, honey, I want to get this camera. I really like it." And if you just keep talking about it over a period of days, she'll finally just look at you and go, "Just buy the goddamn thing and shut up." You know, and then you have permission.
It's like everything.
But honey,
you learn how to negotiate.
You told me to stop talking about it and go buy it, and I did. Because
I could upgrade only if I sell. Like like the GoPro. I have a GoPro 10. So if I wanted to go to GoPro 12, yeah, I don't know about. I wouldn't really go towards the action because I'm just used to GoPro.
Yeah.
I
get that. That's what I
it's
totally,
almost like brand loyalty.
It's like learning. It's not just that. It's like learning new software. You know, it's the whole point. It's like, do I really want to? You know, because I know all the tricks and shortcuts and you know, about this one. Do I really want to go through all the bullshit of transferring that over here? I know it's going to be similar, but there's going to be some stuff that I'm going to have to force myself to relearn. And you're just like, fuck it.
360, yeah. I'm telling you, once you start playing around with 360 and you kind of learn to use their app to edit, there's a ton,
and that as well. Yes, absolutely.
There are a ton of advantages to that 360. We've got a surfing competition this weekend. It's kind of a memorial surf kind of thing, and as part of that, on Sunday at noon, they do what's called a swim out, and all the surfers go out on their boards and they get in a great big circle out in the water, and they all throw flowers and stuff into the water as part of the swim out kind of thing. I filmed it for them last year. I think with my I don't know, Light Plus or my Evo 2 Pro. I don't remember which last year.
One went by, you could see. I'll keep talking. Sorry.
I asked them if they wanted it in 360 because I have the Insta 360 sphere that I can fly on my Air 2, and I could take the Air 2 out and basically park it in the middle of the circle, and you could literally just look around.
That's pretty
the
cool.
whole thing and spin it around. That's a case where a 360 video is probably better than a normal video.
For FPV stuff. No more somebody.
I mean, that's why I was, I'm glad you mentioned we should talk afterwards, because that's one of these things that I was like, like 360 seems like you could do some cool stuff with it. But
what you've played with one and played with their tool a little bit, and you kind of get the concept of what you can do with it.
I only play with my tool.
The GoPro is. It's like you're looking like this. This is the way you're looking at the world with a GoPro, and if you're using a 360, you're seeing everything.
You're seeing everything, right.
It's just a different mentality.
And Bill doesn't want to play with his tool on the channel. We don't want to get demonetized, right?
No, I said I only play with my tool. He said once you play with the tool, and I was like, I only play with my tool, and that's all I was saying. Man.
Yeah, you got to use the Insta 360 Studio app.
I'm required to play. My doctor ordered me to only play with mine too. Anyway,
got it.
And that app does a lot, but it also leaves a little bit to be desired. You can't edit music.
How would you write it off on taxes? How would you write? I couldn't. With Dre's purpose, because I get that. I personally couldn't, because my business has absolutely nothing to do with drones or photography or cinematography.
Keep in mind, you could claim it as a marketing tool. You could write it off.
Yeah, I needed to film the kids to make sure they were okay. It doesn't take much.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. I mean, I'm sure there's a way to do it.
Does the 360 save gyro information?
That's a good question. I don't think it does.
Here's one. Here's what Dre said. Can you make a Louis Vuitton shoulder bag a business expense? And how so? I would like to learn.
If you're into shoulder bags, sure.
If she does a review of it, we could make it because she has a YouTube channel, she could review it and put it on her YouTube channel. Couldn't we do it as
Is she carrying a drone with it?
No. She doesn't need to carry a drone with it, because the FAA says that they're going to crack down on all that shit. So, like, if you don't have a 107 and you post drone video, they're going to try to say that you're doing it illegally. There's rumors of them trying to do, and I'm like, whatever. So, like, whatever. But yeah, I've heard rumors of that going around, that they're going to try to say that, or they're already saying that us posting on YouTube is, we should all have 107.
Potentially getting monetized, so no one should be posting.
But the thing about it is here's where the hair split, right? Where I'm a partner, I'm like a lesser partner. None of my videos make money anywhere whatsoever. The only way I can potentially make money is if somebody clicks on my store, or God forbid, I actually figure out what to do for, membership videos and whatnot.
The FAA argument on this, and this is where it's BS, is you may not be making money, but we're in the furtherance of helping Google make money. With YouTube, so that's why you need the 107, because you're helping them make money. Business.
It has to be a furtherance of your personal business.
No, not according to the FAA.
That's the way it's worded. It's your
business.
It's your personal business. Yes.
No, even if you give your footage to a different company to use for their business, that's not allowed. So it's not just your personal business.
Oh,
Now, this is,
wow.
however, another one of those welcome to the gray areas of drone flying. Because throw that in front of a judge, and the judge is going to be like, you're not making money. You're not getting anything out of it. You're fine. But could the FAA really crack down and still say that and the judge go the other way? Sure. This is one of those talk your way out of it situations. And I
But
can't
here's
believe that so much of
This
the
is one of
drone
those that's
law
not
is
been
still there.
tested in court either.
Well, it's not like but they're going to pick on somebody tiny. Wait a minute, the judge is going to be like, or I'm going to get a knock on the door come Monday. You only have like 1,200 subscribers. 13, bitch. Anyway, so anyway, here's your summons. What? Wait a minute.
You could
360
be like that one
Studio
guy.
needs to be upgraded.
100 likes and I'll release the FBI ring cam footage when they came to my door.
So in a furtherance of holy shit, Kenny's
In
here
the furtherance
too.
of a business.
Yeah, so it's any business, period.
Yes.
So okay, so just by virtue, okay, I get it. So that's what they're saying. So you by posting it here, unless you say, what is it? You have to go into your settings, and so your videos are unshareable, right?
Doesn't
Somebody-
matter.
What do you mean?
Google's throwing advertisements on there and making money from it. So you're helping their business.
But
Wait, are there
That's
ads on your
that's
screen?
their argument. It hasn't been tested in court, but that's their argument.
Are there ads on your stream, Bill? I didn't think there were ads.
Good one. I'm saying there could be, because I'm now a limited partner. Is there?
Again, this has not been
No.
tested in court, and I would say that it's greater than 50-50 odds that a judge would laugh at them.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Greater than 80-20 odds.
it probably, yeah, I'm with you.
You guys are trying to sue this guy because he
most
has
judges
no
would
money, making
probably
no money.
push back on them and go, "Yeah, you're full of yourself."
Well, the fact is, like I said, my business has absolutely nothing to do with this anyway. And it's not like I'd say I probably, well, if that's true, then can I write off all this that I've lost
And here's the
for all
other
the
weird.
expenses for the drones I've
Yeah,
bought?
and here's the other weird part about this. Let's say you video something and you give it to somebody, and then they give you money later. You could reasonably, and I believe this is the way it falls under the way they look at it. If at the time that you were doing it, you weren't expecting to make any money,
Exactly. Yes.
they could still pay you, because at the time you were
Yes,
doing
yes.
it, there was no expectation of money exchanging hands when you
Right.
shot the
So
video.
even if I post that said video on YouTube, because I was hanging out with my friends, these guys, when we get together and fly, and I simply wanted to share that and had no intentions of making money. Like I've got this one video that every year about this time, it starts getting views. So I know it's been put on a website somewhere. It's a Christmas video, and it's for everybody. What is it? You gotta tell them. You can please tell them.
Hey guys, I got a check from Meta today, even though I'm hacked. My profile's hacked. I can't do anything.
So you got. Well, damn, somebody's doing a good job. But you can't. The thing about it is wait a minute. I'm gonna do this. Look, I'm gonna do this. Here's the thing. Have you seen
They're
it?
doing a good job.
I think Night Train's comments probably got it.
Have you
accurate.
seen it, Angel? Have you seen it at all?
The what?
Who you are on Facebook? Has
I
anybody
am
showed you?
called Meta Copyright Infringement. There are
Yes.
multiple people who have their profiles taken over. I have some people that are trying to work on talking to Facebook to get me access. I had to make a new email address because apparently yesterday I was able to change my password, and now they changed it to a new password with a new email address. So they're trying to get me a whole separate system. They're like into my shit here. So I don't know. Like Meta Copyright Infringement must be making a killing here.
Well, the thing about it is it's when you go to it. Like here, let me show you. Let me do this. Let me do.
I probably don't come up anymore.
No, it's literally just dead. That's what I'm trying to say. So they're not making any money. It's absolutely stupid.
Right.
So and
Yeah,
so you're
Ken,
looking
you're
at my
right.
profile, but if you go to like Meta copyright infringement, just search Meta copyright infringement, and you're going to see like tons of people's whose profiles have been hacked.
But what I'm trying to say is, it seems like anything that's named that, Facebook is cut
Is
off
dead.
automatically.
It's cut off, right? It's cut off. Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
is this really? Wait a minute. Tries to regulate intent. It's so subjective. Oh, yeah. Very difficult to lose in court. Oh yeah. From
that means it'd be difficult for us to lose in court.
Yeah. It took me. I was like,
hard as hell for them to prove.
Yeah.
Unless, I was doing those cruise ship shots under contract with the port without having a 107. That'd be pretty easy to prove that instead, I think.
So, but that's what I'm saying. Okay, so you want me to just type in? Let's see this. Okay, so we'll go over here and we'll type in MET copyright infringement. Oh yeah, it's telling there's a ton of hack. Oh wow!
Yeah, see?
Holy
this is what I'm talking about.
Wow.
This is a whole bunch of people who've been hacked by the same people.
Wow, look at this.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're sending out, 4 million of these emails at a time? Of course, there's going to be more than one of you. People there's tons and tons of people.
So unfortunately, who knows where I'm at in this list. But yeah, I got somebody trying to talk to them, and they sent me, like I said, I got further than I was last week, because last week I couldn't access anything. So it allowed me to...
all your shit's gone now, though, man.
No, not necessarily.
Really?
It's like you have 180 days to go back in. I have a whole archive there, so I have 180 days to claim it. Once they send me an email, I just have to change the password and change all the things, and then I believe that's it. Then I'm good.
Yeah.
It's kind of fine, because after not playing on Facebook, then I'm playing on Instagram.
But that's the same thing.
It's still the same thing. It's still the same thing. I mean, like I said, it's just kind of I think if anything, Facebook.
So wait a minute, your account still exists on Instagram?
Yes, they couldn't, because I just changed the password on Instagram a few weeks ago.
Oh wow!
So I have Instagram and WhatsApp. So I would have been hacked on everything.
So where it's app based, they didn't have the auth token like Rod was talking about last week.
Yes. Yeah.
Fuck. Look at this, man.
Yeah. So you can see there's a ton of people who've been hacked.
But you can see these are new people that still have pictures.
Yes.
And then there's a bunch of them that don't realize that they've gotten toasted.
Yeah. And apparently it's anybody with a business page is how they're getting people.
Isn't it crazy how we live in this era where you can have businesses that exist on a platform where if something goes wrong, your whole business is wiped out and you can't get a hold of a human?
Yes.
Is that not dystopian to anybody else?
Yeah.
If you'd have told me 20 years ago, like, oh no, your life can get like wiped out and there's nobody there to help you. That's just how AT&T is now. I would have been like, no.
Where do you store all this? If you export in ProRes, you got to have one hell of a backup system, right? Right? Don't you have to have some
NAS device?
Yeah, but a pretty big NAS device if you're exporting everything in ProRes.
Yeah. Actually, that's what I probably needed to think about today when I was thinking about that camera. I need the NAS storage device more than I need that camera.
Because I've got these stupid plug-in.
And the Synology 1522 5 bay is $579 on sale on Amazon when it's on sale.
Okay, and
roughly?
And then how much are drives? How much are drives?
Depends on which size, $200 to $300, depending on which ones you get.
See, that's what I mean. That's what blows me away. Is for getting the NOS system itself, but then putting drives in it too. So you got an ass load of money in it. And I'm just like,
Mm.
I'm figuring you got, but I've got these, these external hard drives, and they'll work for about a year and a half, and then they just fall apart. It doesn't matter. They just rattle themselves apart, So if you want to keep your shit,
You know how to stop that? Don't leave them turned on all the time.
I just have started unplugging them. So
yeah,
We backed this one. Drop that private. If you want to check that out, Bill, that's the NAS that we backed in Kickstarter. They should be shipping soon. We'll see. We kind of knew that it would be a while, but we figured that we had time. Now we're running out of time, so hopefully they ship soon. We don't have to buy it. One of the ones you were just talking about.
Oh wow, and it's got wireless connectivity too.
It's fairly nice. I mean, I like that it uses OpenWRT, so it can be rehacked and changed and stuff if it needs to be. And then, yeah, the Wi-Fi 6 is nice too, because, obvious reasons. Yeah, basically it's a NOS stand router.
Sounds amazing.
And you can have a lot. I mean, but that's basically true of anything that has 5 drives.
Yeah, I use Epidemic only.
But it uses, so you can use the 5 hard drive slots, and then it's got SSD slots on top as well. So you can do like NVMe to make things even faster.
Oh wow! Did you see this, Rod? They're talking about exporting in ProRes for 360 video.
Interesting.
Oh, they're suggesting. Oh, Andrew's suggesting from Synology.
Yeah, Synology. Yeah. The 1522, which is the 5 bay.
Yeah, the Synologies are pretty much the standard of NOSes right now.
Exactly.
Unless you look at this one that Caleb's speaking about here. Oh, we actually have a YouTube video?
Yeah, part of the reason that we went and backed this too is because it was a little bit cheaper if you backed it than buying like a Synology right now. So,
whoa.
So 100 terabytes, what do they want for it?
He doesn't know.
I think it was like
5,000. Isn't that what it said on there?
$5,000?
No.
That's not
Isn't
bad,
that
really.
if you click on the link?
I didn't click on a link. Was I supposed to click on a link?
Yeah, China-based company launched the device.
5,000 was the goal. It was like the bottom Kickstarter goal.
Okay. It's already reached over 1.5 million in backing.
So it's starting
more
at 239.
How much? 239?
239. Of course, without hard drives.
Okay.
Yeah. And then so everything, so that's just the NOS itself. That's without drives and without memory, obviously. What's the memory expandable to? Oh wow, it takes in everything, doesn't it? Cool.
Yeah, $399 to start.
Woohoo!
Yeah, so ours were little more than half price, basically.
Storage price
for the
goes
$399.
business.
And I think the Synology one's coming around 400 or 500 for the 5 bays, if I'm right.
And see
the 5 bay, the 1522 5 bay lists for like $619, but it tends to be on sale for like $579 pretty frequently on Amazon.
QNAP 8 bay.
Yeah, QNAP is probably second to Synology.
So I mean, really though, the real key is like Rod said, don't be a chump, right?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Don't buy the 2
What's he doing? Wait.
What is he pulling out here? What is he pulling out here?
Man.
Oh God!
Holy
shit! He's got the whole server.
What rack, man? Yeah, it's full rack here.
And then you can slide as many. I think you can have 64 drives in here. So
Oh yeah. Is that HP?
HP. Which one is this? This is the PowerEdge R620.
Dell. Oh, Dell. It's Dell.
Yep.
PowerEdge is Dell. It's the world I work in.
You knew the minute he stood up and started walking and opened the door, he's like, "Hold my beer."
The question is, which data center did he go rob that from?
Hold my beer.
I have a friend that's been doing a whole lot of auction buying and selling.
Yeah. There's lots of stuff like that comes in the aftermarket.
So the plan is to hook that up with the 2 NOSes with, that'll give us 200 terabytes for a while.
Sure.
What a rack. Let's see what Kenny
And
says.
easily moved, which is something I like.
Yeah.
For the NOS drives, anyways, not the rack.
And see, the other motion background is, you can see it now. And but he was saying that at the end I was supposed to put the Drone Therapy logo, but see the motion. And anybody who has the paid version of StreamYard can do the motion backgrounds now.
See, that's how I can keep myself from buying that damn camera. I should go order the NAS.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I need to go ahead and
then I'll go. I already spent the money. Can't buy the camera.
That's something I can write off for sure for the business.
That's how I do it. If I've got some big purchase and I'm like, I've got the money, but I'm going to spend most of it on this big purchase, just buy the damn thing and then go. If I hadn't done that, I would just be going out to eat more. I'd be buying drinks.
Exactly.
And then it would all be gone and I wouldn't have anything left to show for it.
Yeah, really.
At least you got a nice backup drive.
$100 go. Well, remember when we had oysters and then we went over to, remember we ate on the bay?
Remember the distillery tasting? And yeah. You don't need to go to the distillery if you've got a badass computer at home that you just bought.
The other part was like the Synology.
Maine? Oh, wait a minute. I was going to show
somebody said, has anybody seen a news update about
Lloyd?
Maine? What's going on in Maine?
Lloyd mentioned it. I was going to show this earlier when you showed your night videos because Caleb had brought it
I can access that storage from anywhere is the other nice part.
Oh, woo. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean the other thing is too with what we're doing.
We're not going to talk about that here live on the show, but yes, there's an event that has occurred, a sad event that has occurred in Maine.
Got it.
So, anyway, back to drone therapy.
How much money are we going to save not using Dropbox over the next 20 years by actually just having hard drives?
Yeah.
So that does end up making sense, at least for us.
Well, and I mean, how many backup on backups does the cloud have? There could be a failure and you lose all your shit anyway.
I mean, I might have 30.
The point of a NAS is you use a RAID so that you don't lose everything if you lose one drive.
Yeah, if something fails, you still have all your info.
So
I might have 30 terabytes of data storage here.
So you basically what you're saying is if you're doing so explain the NOS is the actual storage system itself. Now
correct
what you said
network
RAID.
Attached storage.
Okay, yeah, I got that, but what about RAID?
So RAID is the way that your hard drives are set up to work together.
Right.
So essentially, we're talking about 5 hard drives, right? So you can have 5 hard drives where they all are counted as one hard drive in parallel, so that it's got all the information. So it's like one huge hard drive. But the problem is, you lose one of those hard drives, your huge hard drive just crashed because who knows where half of that information was across those hard drives.
Right.
Another way you can do it is have 4 of those hard drives, all being like different things, but with one hard drive that's kind of like a guide backup. I will not explain that right, so I'm not even going to try it.
Parity bit.
It's your cloud more.
Right. But
RAID 5.
Yeah, that's essentially the best way to do it is to where it copies and saves. That way you've literally got 2 copies of all your info. And if one hard drive dies, you literally just have another hard drive.
Whoever said 8, now I understand why the 8, because you could use a RAID 10. With RAID 10, you can potentially lose more than one drive and still have all the data.
Yeah.
You only have half the space, but you can lose more than one hard drive.
Cool.
All right, here's a question. If we're going to talk about drives, portable versus the that's getting power from USB or the plug and play ones, which one lasts longer?
Which drives last longer?
Yeah.
Well, if you look at drive, in the meantime between failure, the spinning drives last longer than the SSDs and NVMe.
The little SSDs, right?
That's a good point, actually. That's a good point.
So the interesting part of it, Angel. Where did I show this? So you kind of know where I work. We've got a technology that we're building to use glass as a storage device, and it will literally hold the data for like 10,000 years.
No.
And
Okay.
it's 7 terabytes, and it's about the size of a credit card made out of glass.
Wow.
That's cool.
So there's some stuff that's going to be coming. 3D storage has been on the horizon for a while.
Yep, I've been wondering when that was actually going to start really hitting.
So it's not magnetic. They're using lasers to flip individual bits in a 3-dimensional format.
Okay, so just before, because I need to go ahead and do some stuff, and I'm sure some other people.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I've gotta
we're
go.
over.
My timer is saying food.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But so let's potentially, let's go ahead. Gary may or may not be here next week, but Caleb more than knows enough, and I know Rod has been introductory into it, and there's another little bit more about simulations that we could discuss as well next week. So let's go ahead and plan on doing an FPV show and Squirrel.
Maybe you can get
week.
Mikey to come on.
Mikey.
Liza.
Oh yeah, he might come on. I could probably talk to him and see if he can come on, but he's usually busy on Wednesday nights, because Wednesday nights with them is a family night, like Wednesday day is
gotcha.
like Wednesday day is with us, and
Sure.
you know, so I'll ask him and see, but I do know that he's usually busy on Wednesday nights, so we'll see. Maybe we could do the duo. We could do the brother duo. We could have Sergio and Mikey on.
Sure.
Talk. That would be cool. We hadn't had Fly Zone boys on in a while, and that would give, because actually Caleb's knowledge, and I'm not trying to say this because I love Mikey and them both, because they started out as camera drone pilots. Caleb's been flying FPV for a while and has a pretty extensive knowledge on what all does and doesn't go on. So, with that being said, Angel, anything you want to share since you're in Facebook limbo at the moment?
No, just I'll upload on YouTube. You can find me on Instagram at AC Planels, and guys, it's been a little
What about
nuts.
this-
I have a okay.
What about this weekend? What are you going to do this weekend?
I got my kids, and my fiance is international right now. She's coming back on Saturday. So you had a good opportunity this past weekend. Now I get my kids back. My daughter has a game at 3:30.
That's totally fine, but it's just been kind of rainy weather, and it wasn't actually apt for me to, because there was windows, and unless I was there when there was a window,
Right.
it would have, so. And this weekend looks like it's actually going to be good weather, but that's cool.
Yeah, I'm totally down. The only thing, my daughter has a game at 3:30. I got to go pick my fiance up at the airport early in the morning. Other than that, we're chilling. So if there's a good pocket of weather, come on down. As long as there's no event, we can try out the Mini 4.
See, we always screw up and not do this because I don't have your number and I don't have his number, so I have to email you. It's not as, because we were like,
you got my phone number, don't you?
I don't think so.
Here, I'm putting it in the private chat here, so you got it. So just
okay.
message me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one that's listed on your email, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, then I do have your phone number. Never mind.
Yeah, you got my stuff.
Yeah,
You've messaged me before, so.
Yeah. Okay.
This is what happens when you get old, Angel. You get
Well,
like
no,
Bill.
it's like everyone. You know how many people have reached out and said, "What happened? Where did you?" My ex-wife was like, "Did you get off Facebook?"
We got
I've had
lazy.
about 45 people say, "Where are you?"
We got lazy.
And I was like, "Dude, I got hacked, but I'm still making money from Meta."
we got because we got lazy. It was convenient. It was simpler just to go, and then it didn't even dawn on me. I'm like, oh yeah, because I've been I'm sitting, but usually it's Facebook. Think about
Facebook,
it.
right? You go through Facebook.
All right, Caleb.
We do things through Messenger.
Anything that you want to share or talk about with you coming up?
Ooh, okay, let's see. Tomorrow there's a meetup that wasn't our drone meetup, even though it was supposed to be. I just forgot to actually post it. That's for the facility in Edmonds. If anybody is in the area and would like to join, it's from 6 to 8 p.m.
We're just going to hang out, or we're actually going to fly too?
I just dropped. Oh, nope, I'm not allowed to do that. It is kind of a show and tell, flight club, maker shop.
Not really flying.
Not really flying for the most part for this one.
But we're not going to get charged for hanging out and eating free pizza, are we?
Nope, $0.
Hey, woo!
Zero.
That's got potential. I don't know.
What time? 6 to 8?
Yeah,
6 to 8
in Edmonds. That's cool for me.
That should
Is
be.
that at the shop?
I think we are doing this one at the shop. Should be on the link there.
Okay, so everybody that's in the chat, please be there tomorrow night between 6 and 8. You can book your flights now. You can come into Everett and you can come into Seattle.
Yep.
And
Jet
we will
lag
have
acceptable.
this will be the first night of our meetup here in the Pacific Northwest. What we're doing the day after that, who knows?
I like it. I like it.
We're the spontaneous drone fly-in the Pacific Northwest.
Other than that, I'm just doing too much stuff to even talk about. So I'm going to go ahead and go.
Me
You
too.
guys have a wonderful night.
Yes, thank you very much. What about you, Rod?
All right, good night, kid.
So I have that surf competition this weekend that I'll be flying.
Surfing USA.
And well, flying in the sim, and if the wind quits blowing quite so hard, probably flying my new drone.
Okay, and next week we will do FPV and Squirrel and whatever new technology talk, and I will give you all an update on if I've gotten the grandfather Christmas combo convinced of the family or not yet.
Okay.
So yeah, that'll be the update. Wait a minute, what's this one? Let me go ahead and open that and then go over here. Oh, whoa! Why would it do that?
Oh, did you? What?
My computer went batshit crazy when it said risky. Don't open this link.
Did you end up flying the Mini 4 yet or no? The Mini 4 Pro? All right, so let's go. Come on down.
I'm going to do it tomorrow. I have to. You know what? I have to do right now. You know,
finish your stuff and then come on down afterwards. Come on. We're going to get the Space Needle. We're going to check the night footage out.
I can't do it tonight. I can't. I tell you what. I will text you here in a little bit and explain a situation.
Oh, good.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So with that being said, I wanted to say, everyone, thank you very much. I know we kind of just chattered and rumbled and grumbled and stumbled and went totally squirrel tonight at many times. So please join us again next week. We will be back and we will be talking about FPV. And Mikey's still here. Did you hear what I said? You're invited to be on next week. Even Rod suggested, since you convinced him to come to the dark side. So if we could convince you and Sergio to come on next week with Caleb and maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed, Gary, Nemo. And so that would be like an old times get together. That would be really cool. So think about it, Mikey. If you're not busy next Wednesday, it would be great to have you on. So with that being said, I will say, with that being said, at least 3 or 4 more times before the show is over with. I'm trying to find that one that says outro.
He's just repeating himself, folks.
Please. Thank you, folks, for being here this week.
All right.
This is Drone Therapy. We'll
Good
see you
night,
next
guys.
week.
Good night, everybody.
Anytime.